this is about the Amish in the United States and the settlement and population. What is an Amish person? An Amish person is a traditionalist Christian. They follow the basic tenets of the Christian faith. They are related to but distinct from the Mennonite Church. In the 17th century, the sect arose from the Anabaptist Church by followers of Jacob Amen, a Swiss minister who believed that the congregation should forsake the world in their daily lives. The word Amish derives from his name. The first Amish arrived in the United States in the early 18th century to escape religious persecution in Europe and to find land to farm. The Amish lifestyle. Their lives are dictated by the word Ordnung, which means order. They dress in dark, muted colors, and their clothes are not fastened with buttons because buttons are seen as being ostentatious. They don't use zippers or Velcro either. They use hook and eye fasteners. What is acceptable in some communities may not be acceptable in other communities. Some of the different subgroups of Amish do use buttons on their clothes. They use cell phones. They install turn signals on their buggies. Some are more modern in their daily life. Education, they don't educate past 8th grade. Up to that point, they feel like that basic knowledge is sufficient to what you need for the Amish lifestyle. Barely any Amish people go on to high school or college. They do have their own school systems. They attend a schoolhouse that is typically 1 or 2 rooms. And their teachers are Amish women. Some Amish terms are rumspringa, which means running around. It is a transition between adolescence and adulthood. It starts when they are 16 and it ends with when they are married. This is a dating time for them and a time for them to look for a spouse. Shunning is when Amish church members, when they break a vow that they made at baptism and they don't confess, they are shunned. They aren't allowed to eat at the same table. Most of the communication is cut off with them. Their communities hope that this will make them want to return and be part of them again. Population. The numbers reflect the low likelihood of people leaving their religion and the high numbers of children that they're having. And it's usually about 6 or 7 per family. It's one of the fastest growing religious groups in the United States. There is an Amish community sprouting every 3.5 weeks. 85% of their teenagers choose to stay in the religion and get baptized, so they have organic growth. Most are found in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Indiana, but the communities are spreading. There are about 300,000 people 300,000 Amish people in North America. The numbers are expected to quadruple by 2050. Most are found in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Indiana, but they're starting to move westward. Their communities are getting too congested and their land prices are going up, so they're looking for new territories and new land to settle. In the St. Louis Valley in Colorado, there's an article about some families who have moved over there. It's been hard for them to farm with the weather and some of the geographical areas, so they're using some skills that they brought with them, such as repairing wagons and building furniture. But they've also developed some new vocations, such as commercial baking and operating stores. They manufacture vinyl windows and do cement work and they have been taking on some construction jobs. Women who don't usually work are canning fruits and vegetables that they grow, and they're selling them at markets, and they're selling their hand-stitched quilts and blankets. Some of the local people who live there aren't taking too kindly to them because they think that they are taking their jobs and they're not paying their taxes. But they do pay all their taxes, and some of their property taxes they pay support the schools they don't even attend. The only taxes they don't pay are Social Security, and they don't take anything out of Social Security. And one man was saying, they're all entrepreneurs, every single one of them. And they learn these traits young, and they learn how to work hard, and they learn how to sustain themselves. And I think that they could probably move anywhere and be pretty successful. and this is my bibliography.